That is definitely a JRPG. It reeks of JRPG.
Paula.
Looks
Put the table in here with us.
Yeah.
There.
Can you see?
Played that,
toilet?
that Sega
No,
RPG
I don't know
called,
yet.
Tales of Resonance.
It's just doing something.
It was actually,
Is
it's
it a bit behind time-wise?
not newest generation, but PS3, Xbox 360 gen. It was actually really complicated, but it was a lot of fun. It was like, the thing about JRPGs these days is that they usually go through the same
God, I
kind of like
play
turn-based system that can be done time and time again.
yeah, there's only so many ways.
Exactly, but this one had a really interesting take on it, which I thought was engaging. Difficult, but engaging. 3 minutes ago. Then I can play Road Warrior. Hooray.
That's what we can see at the moment, the
That's why
toilet.
we use Sleep Central for anyway.
So it needs
It needs
first.
to go. Should we go on the other side?
Was it Undertale?
On.
Is that a good game?
You know what I was really afraid of? The fact that somebody would ask me would donate 80 quid and say, Colin, do a full Undertale genocide playthrough, you know?
Yeah.
It's a great game. I mean, the thing is that when I first read reviews about it, you know, I was looking on the internet, it's like, oh, it's just another indie game hype that people are just, you know, it's like, it's not going to
Just
be
go
that
to
good.
toilet.
And then I played it and I was blown away. It was really awesome and I can't recommend it enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played that on my mate's computer, and the one thing that put me off was it like, oh, if you play this one a play and then you kill everybody, you can't go back to play.
That's true.
And I was like,
That can't be right.
I mean,
Can't be right now, can it?
But if I want to
I
kill
tell you
everyone-
exactly what happens, but it's spoilery and I don't want to. You want to kill everybody, why? You're a monster.
Because it's just like, when you play RPGs like that, it's like, there's normally not an option to let everyone go. So I'm kind of like, always set on, I want to kill everybody.
There we are.
That is,
That's alright,
then
isn't
you're
it?
probably, then the game will be super easy,
Yeah.
but the last boss is ridiculously hard, you know? That's the way that they do it. They just lay it up so the entire game is super easy and then you just ramp up the difficulty to 11, you know?
So it's harder and probably more rewarding when you play as a nice person.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've not killed anybody in Undertale.
Really?
Isn't like ever, not in any playthrough. You know, I start the game, I did the entire perfect playthrough first time, and then I left it. You know? I didn't kill anybody.
It doesn't
And do you know
feel
what?
right.
I went back again to try and say, maybe I'll try again, see what happens if I kill people. You know what happened? One of the characters basically said, no, please don't, I beg of you, let them live in peace. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this now, you know what I mean? It's like, so I haven't touched the game since I
Yeah.
finished it.
I mean, also it's like the reading part, or also just for me because it is a lot.
It is a lot, but it's so good. I really love it. It has heart, you know, it has heart. And the soundtrack is great, but I haven't
Yeah,
played
that's the one thing that sold my friend said. You have to listen to the soundtrack.
It's really good. I mean, it's pretty much a one-man project, apart from a couple of the art assets. Gentle lifting of limbs. I don't want to bloody anything. Everything's nice and shiny now. Oh, I'm done. Hooray! But it's really good. And it's exactly my type of game in terms of the gameplay, because the fact I'm a big fan of kind of like rhythm dodging, timing games and that sort of thing. So playing Pacifist for me was easier than it would have been for most. Because I mean, there's an entire boss fight that's basically based on extreme kind of like Dance Dance Revolution blocking, you know. And
I started it like as a new playthrough on my friend's computer, and he said, well, play it, and then I started it, and then that frog right at the start said, "Hey, here's some XP points. Take him." And I was like, I'm gonna annoy this frog. I want to see what happens if I dodge the XP point. I didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted to see, and he got really angry. And I was like, this is weird. And then I carried on doing it, and then he went like that, and I was like, this is not like any RPG I've ever played.
I know it is. I would recommend it. I really do. Just give it a proper go. But if you're gonna do something, do full measures. Either kill everything or nothing. It's up to you. But I would recommend doing full measures because the fact that you get a subpar ending otherwise.
Yeah.
But stuff gets really freaky if you start murdering everything. So I'm not going to spoil anything though, because it's entirely about experiencing it yourself. So
It's not holding a
it's essential.
They bought like 12 boxes stuff. What? It was amazing. What? I went in and there was just like stacks.
Ridiculous. I'm taking a break and then I'll be.
What are you?
It's the only way the warrior is where the warrior.
Oh no. Just sounds like a good shot. Something like book.
Nah, it's not working it.
Nah, that's a shame.
Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? Reception.
That's it. Oh. I thought they were ridiculous, I don't want to pay attention. Oh, how do that? Why? How do that? Why? I'm really
Morning. You're a warrior, there we go.
Rogue warrior.
Just please start, just get a photo of me so I can
Yes. You want me to get the actual game up first, or?
Is it like a type of screen?
Well, just look at it on discuss.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was using it in the lecture the other day because I was telling a story that I had to read all the scorpions and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
So the AI didn't work. So
but
that,
the AI didn't work, so consequently, that's why that's a recording of those passing starts to so in the first time it's all the scorpions still.
yeah, I didn't notice that
Yeah,
actually.
that was like the so that's
Wow.
yeah, it's supposed to be sort of their shooting or
I'm recording it for.
What's up, Freddy?
I use XSplit.
Huh?
I use XSplit. I got 6 months free for my graphics card, so.
It's actually done by the guys who did the, you know, the Dead Island show?
Yep. Oh, really?
Yeah, so they did that, so everyone had really high expectations. So we were all kind of...
It was kind of the same thing with Dead Island. That was alright in its own right, but.
Let's go, we're really good, we're really bad about it.
It's a multiplayer.
I think that it was closed down quite swiftly because there was like one person from one.
Right, we'll go for new game for the full experience. Let me have a look. I'll take off the headset actually. We can.
It's got some story.
Yeah, that is true. It does.
Well, I think you're right.
I know. Blokes and naked.
Right.
But the boss of that company went and actually had a meeting with you.
Really?
Shoot.
Oh my
He's
god.
about 90 years old.
I think so. I think it has crashed when I unplugged the headset. Oh my god.
A lot of high expectations.
Amazing.
Everything, oh, it's shocking.
Amazing. Great start.
I'm Andy, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Colin. Oh my god.
Did Leeds play? Leeds University?
Really? Hard reset, I guess. We've got an SSD, we'll be up and running again pretty quickly.
You've got the audio, but no.
Wow. So, design choices. Iron sights with space, and grenade with right click.
What they made is it's got filming.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is handy.
The filming was like a second room entertaining aspect of the that was all left after the shooting everything else out.
Yeah, you pretty much run up to people and kill them with them. Yeah. I did notice that in the first 5 minutes. I just kept it to make sure.
No, it's actually worse than Shuffle 2 was what it was.
From a gameplay standpoint, in your opinion. But it was Bethesda that was publishing it. So.
Well, the reason that we actually in the first place was because they had a contract with they had a lot of voiceover work recorded by Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, really?
Mickey Rourke does the voice of Martinko.
He does.
Yeah, and so basically they had all sorts of work, and they still had a contract to make the games of the year. So they said to us, what can we do in the year? So well, maybe. And then they kept cutting back features because we couldn't. The team
That's how it is, isn't it? It kind of reminds me of what's it called? Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
instead there, I think Gearbox was siphoning funds to the development of Borderlands
Oh,
from the actual Colonial Marines.
Well, we also did Alien Special Predator, the Rebellion. We didn't do it. That was down at the Oxford office.
Okay.
But I didn't actually ever play that, but it was quite interesting because they were sort of in competition with us when we were using the same engine, part of the same company. And it's like, oh, just, whenever you get a new feature in the editor, why don't you give it to us?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we want to use it. It's like, why are you doing that? Because you're making, so we're making a shit game, and you want to give us any of the new features you put in.
Right, here we go. It's just I thought it was worth it because, especially even though there's a lot of swearing, just the dialogue, it's amazing.